Welcome back to another episode of the Florida Men Gaming. My name is Furion, and today we're going to be playing Magic the Gathering Arena. We are running the draft on the free-to-play account, trying to make the best of what we've learned so far, running Quick Draft in Crimson Vow. This will be an interesting experience, to say the least, as we are looking to take advantage of some interesting mechanics here. Does this have to... Let's go ahead and take the Reno Stormcroak. We are looking to acquire some rares through this process, but we're also trying to find a way to just really have a solid deck pulled out of here. Let's go ahead and... You're a vampire, so let's get you the Gift of Fangs. We're going to have to see if we can maybe play for some bombs. I do remember Desperate Farmer being a very solid creature that I've played against in drafts, so we're going to give that a shot. Let's see. Right now I'm looking at black and blue. Gluttonous Guest. Do I have blood coming? Maybe. We'll take a look and see where that comes out from. Let's go ahead and grab the Skull Scob. Geistlight Snare. Let's splash a little bit of red, get the Boldaran Epicure for the blood. Binding Geist. Alrighty. Right now, let's grab it and see what happens. Don't know what we're going to build yet. There's another Epicure. That is a good red 1-drop. Looks like we have wheeled the Sanguine Statuette, so if we do need blood as a mechanic, we'll go ahead and grab that. Since the Traveling Minister is wheeled, we will deny that. Deny the Massive Might. Alchemist's Retrieval. Let's go ahead and grab that. And why not? For 2 mana, let's make ourselves a 5/5. Alright, we get a dual land here, but as much as I would love to take it for future deck building, I really do think what we need to do is play to what we're trying to build out. That being said... Do I have anything with 6 mana? I don't. Let's grab the Blood Petal Celebrant. I am going to need to find a 6 mana card at some point here. Let's go ahead and grab the Fell Stinger. That will have some synergy with the Skull Scob. Syncopate's always a good one. Diregraph Scavenger. Let's grab the Pyre Spawn. We'll do another Binding Geist. Let's grab the Courier Bat. Not really really running any green, so on the off chance we pick up more red, let's grab the Celebrant. Let's grab ourselves a Blood Fountain. Let's do the Repository Scab. Some zombies and vampires as options here. We'll grab another Blood Fountain. Blood Crazed Socialite for our vampires. Let's do the... Let's do the Scattered Thoughts, just keeping on color. Grab another Serpentine Ambush. Blood Hypnotist. Alright, let's give that a shot. And since it's all that's left. Alright, last pack. Chandra, Dressed to Kill. Is that what we want, though? Right now we're trying to win. I don't know if that helps us win, but we do have red, so you know what? Let's go ahead and grab it. I do like the idea of the Desperate Farmer. Little lifelink goes a long way. Let's go ahead and pass on the rare, as much as I hate to. Maybe we make ourselves some surprise big creatures here. Ooh, that would be good with it. Let's grab... Let's grab another block creature. Grab another Chill of the Grave. Stitch Assistant. That has an exploit trigger, Soul Cipher board, Fear of Death. Let's grab another Repository Scab, just a big body 3/3. I guess if we're going to do a counterspell, let's do one that creates us a blood token. Guess we'll pick up Washed Away here. Syncopate Wield, so let's go ahead and... Actually, let's do another Pyre Spawn. Maybe we go red-blue with a splash of black. Let's see what happens with that. Alright, so that's our pickup here. Probably not the best, but let's see what happens. Alright, so no white, no green. Alright, Blood Crazed Socialite. That is a good card. Kind of want to hold on to it. Let's drop Scattered Thoughts. Let's drop that. Kind of like the idea of the Blood Fountain. Let's, whoops, what did I just drop? The Alchemist's Retrieval. Yeah, I did drop that. Okay, let's drop the Wash Away. Let's drop you. Keep the Gluttonous Geist. Let's drop the Bloody Betrayal. Let's drop you. Two red's a big ask, I think. Hold on to that. Let's drop one Blood Fountain. Actually, no, we're going to want the Voldaren Epicure, and I think we're going to want the Serpentine Ambush. Let's drop the Binding Geists for now. We'll drop a Chill of the Grave. Keep the Siphon Essence. Drop a Repository Scab. One Blood Hypnotist and one Pyre Spawn. And let's roll the dice. So, with that, we are moving into game one. Does this deck have what it takes to perform at even a moderate level? I guess we will find out. And is 3-color splash a bad idea in drafting from the Crimson Vow set? Probably. Alright. I kind of like some of what's happening here, but I need blue mana. I guess this is a keep. Don't have much of a choice there. Let's go ahead and drop a land, lead with red. Opponent gets the Lantern Bearer down. Go black. Another Lantern Bearer. Let's go ahead and drop the Serpentine Ambush and see if we can find that blue mana. No, but the Gluttonous Geist is a good deal. Foreboding Statue. Oh, there's some blue mana. Alright, so we now have an aerial blocker, Foreboding Statue. It's probably a mistake, but we're going to go ahead and just mitigate some of this damage coming down. Alright, that's why it's a mistake. Let's go ahead and drop the Geist, since we'll be able to sacrifice the Blood Fountain in a turn and get back the Geist, not the Geist, the Blood Hypnotist, and the Runo Stormkirk. Ooh, and a mana. Do they have a counterspell? Syncopate. Well, that's unfortunate. How many counters do you need? Alright, do they have another syncopate? Problem I've got is they're probably going to go over the top with that foreboding statue, so we're going to go ahead and try and sneak in some more damage. Let's see if they try to block. Kessic Flame Breather. Let's see if they attach. Yep, there it is. That's what we fully expected to happen. Alright, the opponent is going in on blue. And they've got a heap of damage available. Let's see if they go for it. Down to 5. Alright, they win. There's no need to drag that out. Let's go ahead and see if we can make a little tweak and move on to the next one. So far, not looking to be a great investment of 5,000 gold for us. Alright, let's take a quick look here and see what we're dealing with. Let's go ahead and take out the Celibant. Did I have another one? No, just the one. Go ahead and add back the Blood Fountain. That was actually a decent add for us. Actually, the Courier Bat might not get as much as I want for there. So let's take a look at what else we're dealing with here. You know what, let's go ahead and add another pyre spawn and give that a try. If we can take a peek at it with the Runo, that's a big deal. And we will have to see if we can pull down a victory here. Waiting on the game to find us a match. Alright, and here we go. Playing against someone who is gold ranked and limited, which means they've done this a few times. We'll go ahead and keep for the moment. The Voldaren Epicure's blood token will give us a chance to actually dig a little bit for potential mana, so we're going to go ahead and play the creature out on one. Let's go ahead and drop the Siphon Essence for the moment. There's the blue mana. Steelclad Spirit for the opponent. Wanderlight Spirit for the opponent. Let's go ahead and get our Desperate Farmer transformed. Interesting. Go ahead and let the damage through for the moment. Oh, and we have drawn both of our pyre spawns. Gotta love it. A little bit of lifelink goes a long way here. Binding Geist. Probably should have attacked in with the Blood Hypnotist because it can't block, so it's a worthwhile constant attack creature. Opponent doesn't yet have a Alright, we're gonna have to let 3 damage through there, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this attack is going to give them something to attach the Binding Geist piece to. Lantern Bearer coming down. Okay. We're going to go ahead and jump block. go ahead and get a little bit of lifelink action going here. And I think at this point we want to guarantee, well, put something in the air, which is less than ideal, but yeah, let's guarantee the flyer. I do have an aerial blocker, so that is helpful. They added it to the Drog Skull infantry. Alright, let's see how they play this. I think we have enough to get around them. We only need 2 damage to get through. This might be all it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, we pulled down a win with the deck. A little fine-tuning was all it needed. And we now have 1 win on the books in this draft. Alright, we have gained a little bit of rank here in bronze. 2 ticks on the meter. And we will, of course, take any victories we get. So, ultimate prize here is 2 packs and 950 gems. Gems will be a worthwhile resource to acquire as much as we can from the drafting model. Alright, let's see what we got going. Waiting on the next opponent. Alright, player who's in silver, once again, someone who has played some drafts. Alright, this is actually not terrible. We're going to go ahead and keep. Be able to utilize the Blood Fountain to do a little bit of digging for us. Might actually drop the Repository Scab depending on what we draw here. Not sure that there's any major instants or sorceries that we're looking for. There's the red mana we need for the statuette. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get down the Gluttonous Guest. Unfortunately for us, that Vampire Slayer will insta-kill any creatures that we block with, so we're going to have to let the damage through here. Alright, I think I found the way that the Pyre Spawn works. So Runo Stormkirk comes in, puts the Pyre Spawn on top of the library, and then reveals the Pyre Spawn at the beginning of upkeep and transforms into a monster, Crothis, Lord of the Deep. Alright, we're gonna have to see if what I'm thinking is gonna happen happens here. Ooh, another red mana. That is good. Bruno Stormkirk. Stromkirk. Let's go ahead and keep the black mana. Get a little bit of life gain from the Gluttonous Guest. And attack in. Oh, son of a gun. That was stupid. Whoops, ladies and gentlemen, I had a game plan. I pivoted from said game plan, and as a result, I am now being punished for it. On the bright side, we do get to play down a Pyre Spawn, which as an elemental can now start blocking things like the Vampire Slayer. Alright, let's see if they have a way to defend. Bye-bye. Get the repository scab back. And we'll take a swing. Ooh. Let's go ahead and take away their pumpable creature. Don't have any instants or sorceries in the graveyard, unfortunately. I wonder what the opponent is sitting on here. Okay, they're going to tap a target creature potentially. Let's see if we can bait out a block here. Let's say oops. Do they put them both on us? There you go. Courier Bat. Well, that's not good for us. Here comes... Oh, the Beguiler again. Interesting. Uh-oh. There goes the Geist. The Guest. You know, reading fundamental. And we are just drawing all the mana. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Runo. Pull back the ambush. And at least we'll have attacking play at some point here. Alright, here comes the courier bat. Heron Blessed Geist. Okay. Unfortunately, we have drawn way too many lands. We are now at 9 out of our 17. I'm assuming we're going to get a 5 damage tick from the flyers. Yep, there it is. Just because we can, even though we know that this game is definitely theirs. Hit them with the GG, and we'll just go ahead and not waste any more of their time. Alright, after a systems crash, we're going to go ahead and try this again. Going to see if we can pick up an opponent here. We are going to play mics off. There's going to be a lot of noise in our background here. We don't want to blow out your eardrums. So with that, if there's something that needs commentary, I'll pop it back in and see if we can do that without blowing you up. But I hope you enjoy the footage of this next matchup. Alright, if we don't get that blue mana soon, we're going to be in big trouble here. Desperate Farmer will be a viable play for us. Alright, we're going to keep trying to mitigate here, hoping they don't have a pump, which they do. Now with the Valdaran Epicure, we'll start getting the Desperate Farmer pumped, and that'll be a big deal for us. If I'd been thinking, I would have blocked both, but, you know, we don't do that here, the whole thinking thing. Let's go ahead and drop the Siphon Essence. If we can draw a blue mana out, there it is. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Let's go ahead and get the Pyre Spawn onto the top of our library here. Start regaining some of that health we've been losing. Opponent's probably going to swing all in. Maybe not. Alright. Let's go over the top. One more mana and we get the Pyre Spawn down. Or we can do this. Let's see where they elect to put up their blocks. Let's give ourselves a big old pump. Board is now clear. Evolving Wilds. Opponent's been mana stuck this whole match, which is unfortunate. We've been there ourselves in the past. We're going to go ahead and, out of respect, just give him a single love tap, put him down to 0, and call it a game. With that, we've managed to secure a second victory in this particular draft. So that will help our reward structure. A few more gems at least. $200 up from 100. Alright, let's see if we can get another one in. Might be looking at another opponent and draw step here, up against someone in Platinum. So they got the pairing of the Century for themselves. That's a keepable hand. None of the blue splash that we like, but some really interesting play patterns here that will give us something to do. Ooh, and that Chandra is clutch. Let's see if they have counter magic. we'll have to see how this works out. Looks like they're not looking to attack us at the moment. Alright, the Depraved Harvester is now in a solid position there. Let's see if they elect to attack. They're letting it go. We now have Chandra up to 7, which is a big deal. Let's see if they go for her. The opponent is just now getting some lifelink to the board. Probably should have tried to counter that. Alright, let's see what happens here. And that is a lot of mana. That is unfortunate. Ooh, that is a good pickup. Seeing as how she can't block, it doesn't make much sense keeping her on the board. And there's a Retribution. Actually, I probably should have played the Stormkirk down, as I'd be able to do what I needed to do each turn, and I'd have that flying blocker. So that was a mistake on my part. If I draw the spell I'm thinking of, then that is unfortunate. Alright, fortunately we did not draw it. Let's go ahead and grab the Epicure. Yep, no, you don't get to have that one. Appreciate you. It's going to be a bad day when that Catilda comes down as an enchantment, so let's go ahead and see if we can't clean up the board a little bit. Please be dumb enough to cast the Binding. Well, now we could really use a red spell. And they bypassed their Catilda. So that's an interesting call, to say the least. And we are once again drawing into nothing but mana. Got a couple of big red spells in the book here. Well, might as well take something off the board. Give him another distracting enchantment to cast. There's the Rising Dawn. And that's GG. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Probably misplayed by getting that Chandra off the board in the desperation of trying to get her ultimate off, seeing as how red cards are not this deck's forte. As a result, we ended up losing there. Again, the deck I tried to run with was not all that optimized either, but got 2 packs out of the deal, so let's go ahead and claim the prize. And go ahead and take a look at our packs. Ooh, so got another Kamigawa Neon Dynasty pack sitting there, so must have leveled up the Mastery Pass at some point. Otawara Soaring City, that's a great card. Imperial Oath is a good one in draft. Let's see what we got here. We'll take Visionary, Markov Waltzer, Griff Rider. Nothing I really want. Torrens, Fist of the Angels. That's actually an interesting card. Not one that sees a lot of play, but you know, could have a place somewhere. This is something with an alchemy duplicate. Quite possibly Hullbreaker Horror. Dare we hope? There's the horror. Okay, we'll take a Hullbreaker Horror. Lumbernaut's a fun card. Not one that we'll probably end up utilizing, but fun card to have nonetheless. And Sanctify's not bad in this artifact and enchantment meta, so that's a good one to have on hand. So we'll go ahead and take that, and seeing as how we're 1 away from a rare, let's go ahead and grab 1 pack. I don't know if I want Kamigawa. I might get a Vow pack. I like what Vow has to offer in terms of some of the werewolves and other creatures that they have. We just pulled down a Hullbreaker Horror, which is huge. So let's see if we can't get lucky and draw a bomb, or give ourselves another rare wild card with which to do that. Alright, what do we got? Welcoming Vampire. That is not a bad spell. We have been trying to figure out how to build a white deck here, so we're going to go ahead and take that. Another Fell Stinger, which is a good deal for us. And that's actually a pretty worthwhile pickup. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is Furion from the Florida Man Gaming. I appreciate you guys being here. We look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be signing off until then. Have a good one.